What's up, guys? Lefty Clips here, and today we're going to start making a custom Beyblade. I'm the first one to actually make this type of Beyblade. A Rise Beyblade layer base. So, you probably already know by now that I make custom figures and all that, and I want to start making a custom layer base for a Beyblade that I care a lot, and another Beyblade that I also care a lot about. So, and I also dedicated this layer base to a well-known Beyblade called Excalius. Or Excalibur. So I dedicate this to Excalius or Excalibur. The Crusher layer base. The Crusher layer base is right there. It did break a lot during the process, and it did almost break my Union Achilles, so I want to downscale it a bit, but at the same time I want it to be a bit strong. Right now it cannot be usable just because it's actually still in development, so I'm not going to battle with this too much. I'll battle it a little bit. I do make like other customs, such as this new layer base I'm about to show you, the Oblivion layer base. And I dedicated this layer base to Luinor. So it's Oblivion Luinor. I also made it a custom disc, Zero Storm. So yeah, I made. And this is my combo called the Oblivion combo. Oblivion Luinor, Zero Storm, Destroy. And you have to use a specific launcher if you want to do it. Like a Takara Evolution launcher. This is the launcher I'll be using just because I can't use a normal Rise launcher or a Sparking launcher. Just because it won't fit. The Takara Evolution launcher works best with it, so I'll be using it. It won't really work well, but I'll probably try my best to hard launch it as best as I could. So this is actually still in development as well, but was the most successful creation. So I'll be showing this to you right now. It is quite unbalanced, unfortunately, which is a bit of a problem, but I'll be fixing it in the future. This is dual spin, but I intended for it to be left spin instead. Yeah, it doesn't really work well. So now I'll be showing you my Achilles combo I made for the Crusher layer base, or Excalius. I'll probably be soon making a 3D print version of the Excalius GT chip, which is actually my first custom GT chip that I'll be showing you guys soon. Now this is Crusher Achilles, Convert Hypersphere, and Spiro Hypersphere. Oh wait, I have to use this launcher. Oops. Oh well, it broke. Oh yeah, this is the actual problem it has. So you see here, it breaks. So this will also be a tutorial video, and I'll be telling you to do and what not to do. So I'll be showing it to you right now. So this is Crusher Achilles, and this is what it looks like. This is my first attempt in making the layer base. It doesn't really fit well, but it does cure Achilles quite nicely. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the prongs, which I didn't intend to put in just because it didn't really seem right to me to put it in. And this is the Oblivion layer base. This is the Storm frame, which is permanently on Zero, the Zero disc. And I used Destroy for the driver. So I'll be showing you how to make this thing. So first, you'll have to start off like this. Anyways, let me just do it doing it like right now. Like I'll make a new one. So you'll need a Leatherman's tool, which is something like this. You'll need to cut it. Like not too long or not too short, because if you make it too short, then it's gonna be like somewhere like half. It's gonna be like somewhere like halfway. Now, so this is how long you need to make it. Now, I'll be using the Oblivion layer base, so you have to make this type of shape in the middle, so that way you can put the chip in. Otherwise, it'll be a bit more loose. If you want to make it like a bit more secure, then you have to do this like about two or three times. Just like the Crusher layer base, just because it'll make it a bit more secure. Now, where's that wire? Okay, there we go. So I'll be developing one right now. You also need a GT chip, such as a Lunar or Achilles, to fit it on. So take a look at this. You have to fit it like that, then just do something like this using a GT chip, so that way it'll fit on. If you want to take the extra step, then I recommend doing so that way you can put the prongs on. It'll probably be even more secure, but I didn't want to do it just because it'll probably ruin it somehow, and I don't want to break any of my Beyblades. So yes, that's partially the reason. Since before I put on the clay, since the clay is kind of like a full rubber layer base, I intended to use polymer clay, since polymer clay is a bit better in some ways, but I didn't want to damage my Beyblades too much. So that way, I want my Beyblades to like not break. So just make sure your layer base can fit nicely. Now you want to make a circle, so that way you can start designing your layer base in however you want it. It will be a bit unbalanced, but just deal with it. It will be a bit unbalanced anyway, just because it doesn't have like the right. It's not like perfectly balanced or anything. Now you want to make this part right here. Otherwise, once you launch it, it's gonna go all over the place. Then your layer base will be ruined permanently. Unless if you just basically. And there you go. We have the base for like whatever layer base you want to make. Just know that it'll be a bit unbalanced, but it'll be fine. It'll still work properly though. So we'll be using the Oblivion layer base as an example. So you want to flip this over and just start putting a clay around it in the shape you want. I used the Oblivion layer base just because it has a pretty good shape, just like a Shindra in some cases. Or it kind of looks more like a Shindra and Erased Devilos in some ways, but I'll just think of it as my own layer base, since it is my own custom. So this will be part 1 for like a demonstration. You can also do this yourself. You might need to be careful, just because wires are actually kind of sharp and they could cut yourself. So I recommend like being a bit careful. You can ask a parent to do it. parents probably know what to do in order to make this type of thing. So yeah, this is the base to make a layer base. Then you can just put like polymer clay all over it, or other types of clay. And see, you can put on the Achilles chip. Just don't make it too big. Don't make it too small. That's all I can say about that. Just make it a bit more secure, so that way you'll be able to use it, but at the same time it'll be like durable, such as my Oblivion layer base. My Oblivion layer base is actually so durable that it actually withstood my Achilles' attack, since it was on power mode. Power mode's like the best mode for Achilles, and if this thing can withstand an Achilles' like special type of attack, then it'll withstand basically anything. In some cases, I don't know if it could withstand like other types of custom Beyblades, but I'll test that in a future episode of Beyblade Trilogy on countering Beyblades. You'll see another episode, and I apologize for not uploading much, just because I'm pretty busy. And just make it the right shape, so that way your GT chip can fit in. This is only for Hasbro Beyblades. It's not for GT Beyblades, such as a Diabolos, Union Achilles / Valkyrie. I'm not talking about those yet, but I'll get to it like in a future episode. Probably. I'll probably do a demo on that. Just know that will be a bit unbalanced. Again, a bit unbalanced. Just do something like this. Just do something like this. Or I'll use my my Imperial layer base. Spoiler alert! I'm making an Imperial layer base for my dragon, just because I don't want to get Command Dragon just yet. I just want to make one first. Then I'll probably buy one off of like Walmart or something. And yeah, that's it. That's how you make a layer base for Rise Beyblades. I'll probably show you how to make like bases such as Crusher Excalius. I'll probably show that in like a future episode. Oh, if you want to take another look at a Crusher Excalius, here you go. The only problem with Crusher Excalius is it will break a few times. I'll probably do a bit of a demonstration to make Excalius, probably in a future video. And let me show you the Storm Disc one more time. And yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching, and have an awesome, amazing day.